So this is Mrs. Mason's kindergarten class, and today we're going to be doing a sound story with the story Mortimer. And a sound story is just when we take instruments from the classroom to create sound effects for the actions in our story. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Well, so we're starting off today with this book called Mortimer. And this is going to be the first book in a series of sound stories that you're going to do with me in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Now, this is one of my favorite stories because it uses song in addition to using sound. So Mortimer is this little dude in the picture. Do you see him there? Yeah. Does he look tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? What's coming out of his mouth? Music notes. He's supposed to go to bed, but we're going to find out what happens every time his parents tell him to be quiet. Are you ready? Yeah. Now, you're going to have to help me a little bit in this story. So if I look at you and ask for you to join me, you got to help me. So one night, Mortimer's mother took him upstairs to go to bed. Now together we're going to do this with our hands. We're going to go thump, 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 thump. And notice what I did? I started at the bottom and went to the top. Try again. Thump, 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 thump. When they got upstairs, Mortimer's mother opened the door to his room. She threw him into bed and she said, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head yes. Can you shake your head? The mother shut the door, and then she went back downstairs. Ready? Thump, 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 thump. But as soon as she got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang, "Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day." Mortimer's father heard all that noise, and he came upstairs. Ready? Thump, 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 thump. He opened up the door, and he yelled, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head yes. The father went back downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. But as soon as he got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang, "Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day." Well, all of Mortimer's 17 brothers and sisters heard that noise, and they all came upstairs. Thump, 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 thump. They opened up the door, and they yelled in a tremendous, loud voice, "Can you help me? Mortimer, be quiet!" Mortimer shook his head yes. The brothers and the sisters shut the door, and they went back downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. But as soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang. Can you sing it with me this time? Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Well, they got so upset that they called the police. The policemen came and they walked very slowly up the stairs, so we have to walk slow. Thump, thump, thump. Thump, thump. They opened up the door, and in a deep policeman-type voice, they said, "Mortimer, be quiet." The policeman shut the door, and they went back downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. But as soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, oh my goodness, Mortimer sang. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Well, downstairs, nobody knew what to do. The mother got into a big fight with the policeman, and the father got into a big fight with the brothers and the sisters. Oh my goodness. And upstairs, Mortimer got so tired of waiting for somebody to come upstairs that he fell asleep. He actually fell asleep. Now, there were several things we kept hearing in our story. What was the big thing that everybody did? Everybody did what? Do you remember, Tommy?
Come up.
They went up the stairs and they went down the stairs. And what was the word we used when they did that? Do you remember the word? Thump, 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 thump. And every time they got back to the bottom of the stairs, what did Mortimer always do?
Sing.
Do you remember that song that he was singing?
No.
Can you sing it with me now? Can we sing together? And I'm going to keep the beat on my body. Can you keep the beat on yours? Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Yeah. Well, I have a couple instruments that I was thinking we could add to that particular song. These right here are the bass xylophone and bass metallophone. And so I'm going to use mallets to play these. And look just for a second. When you use your mallet, you're going to hold it in your hand. And look where it hits your palm. Your pointer finger is going to stick up a little bit to sort of guide your mallet where you want it to go. You don't want to hold at the top, and you don't want to hold all the way at the bottom because, look, you might drop it. It's going to flop around. So make sure you grab with your whole hand, and I always keep my finger at the top to give me some direction. Now watch what I'm going to do. I have 2 bars sitting here together that I'm going to use that are all the way at the bottom of the instrument. Can you pat your body to this beat? Sing this song. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Caitlin, come join me. Who else? Albert, come join me. Albert, come to the one in the back. Good job. Pick up those mallets. All right, we're going to play Steady Beat. Can you practice on your body the song? Ready? Here we go. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Nice. Now stay right there for a second. Now we have these other instruments here as well. These are also xylophones and metallophones. Are they as big as the 2 over there?
No.
So are they going to sound like the 2 over there, or do you think they'll sound different?
Different.
Different. Remember we said the bigger something is, the lower the sounds are that it makes. Are these sounds going to be low or high?
High.
High. So we're going to use a soprano, an alto xylophone, and a soprano metallophone. Now this is different. These instruments are not going to be played on the song. Those 2 guys are the only instruments on the song. These instruments are going to be used for the stairs. What did they do? They thump which way? Up and
Down.
On an instrument, when we thump up and down, we have to start at the big end and we have to thump to the small end. And when we go down, we have to start at the small end and thump to the big end. Okay? So it's going to sound like this. Thump, 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 thump. And then we go the other way. Thump, 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 thump. Make sense? Do you hear the pitches getting higher and getting lower? Do you hear that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me see. You may pick one to sit behind. Pick one to sit behind. And you may sit at that one. Okay? Ooh, come on this side, Logie. You're good right there. All right, so you guys, let's try to thump together. We want to start at the big end, and I'll help you practice. Start at your large end, all the way at the bottom of your instrument. Look up, other end. Logie, you were right. You were already there. Can we thump together? Thump, 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 thump. Oh, can we thump back down this time? Start at the tiny end. Thump, 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 thump. Uh-oh, careful. Now, let me ask you a question. Should I thump this way? Does it sound like the words thump, thump, thump? So how about this time, look at me. How about if this time we use both together and we play with the text? Thump, 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 thump. Got it? Okay. Now the other thing that we heard in the story a lot was they shut the door, right? The mother shut the door, or the father shut the door. So when the door shuts, what if we did this? every time they shut the door. Tommy, do you think you could do that? Okay. Oh, hold on, xylophones. Xylophones. You have to wait. Wait until we get to that part of our story. Logie, when do we play? Right. On the words thump, 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 thump. That's when you're playing my xylophones. Not until the words thump, okay? Now, if you're still on the carpet, can you practice thump, thump, thump like we did before when we were all on the carpet together? That way, when you have a turn, you're ready and you know what to do, okay? Now, my two friends, Caitlin and Albert, you only play when the song starts. So until the song starts, you're just waiting. As soon as we go, Mortimer sang, I'm going to look at you, and that's when we play our song, okay? All right, here we go. Should we try our story with our instrument parts? Wait until the thumping, okay? Wait for me to tell you when to play. All right, here we go. Ready? One night, look up, Logie. One night, Mortimer's mother took him upstairs to go to bed. Ready? Can you practice it with me? Thump, 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 thump. She opened up the door and she threw him into his bed and said, help me, can you say it? Mortimer, be quiet. What did Mortimer do? He shook his head yes. Oh, that's the one thing I forgot. Should we make a sound on Mortimer shaking his head yes? I think that would work. What if we added some jingle bells? When he shakes his head, can you shake your head yes? Okay, let me see. All right, so you're shaking your head and you're shaking your head. Oh, but you only play on that particular part. Mortimer shook his head yes, then you get to shake. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. Wait for me, Metalliphone. The mother shut the door and she went back downstairs. Ready, xylophones? Thump, 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 thump. But as soon as she got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang. Can you sing? Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Stop. Xylophones, do you get to play the song or are you only on the thumping?
Thumping.
The thumping only. So xylophones, don't play on the song, just play on thumping. Okay? Just wait for that particular part. Okay. Mortimer's father heard all that noise, and he came upstairs. Ready, xylophones? Thump, 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 thump. He opened the door, and he yelled. Can you yell? Mortimer, be quiet. Mortimer shook his head yes. I like that. Oh, wait for your part. The father shut the door and he went back downstairs. Start at the top. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as he got to the bottom of the stairs, ready? Mortimer sang. Ready, sing. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Well, all of Mortimer's 17 brothers and sisters heard that noise, and they all came upstairs. Thump, 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 thump. They opened up the door and they yelled in a tremendous, loud voice. Ready? Mortimer! Be quiet! Mortimer shook his head yes. The brothers and the sisters shut the door. And they went back downstairs. Start at the top. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, Logie, ready? Mortimer sang, clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Good job, they says. They got so upset that they called the police. Oh my goodness. The telephone. The two policemen came. Now we have to go slowly this time. They walked very slowly up the stairs. Start at the bottom. Thump, 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 thump. They opened up the door and they said, in a deep, say it in your deep voice, policeman type voice, ready? Mortimer, be quiet. Mortimer shook his head yes. The policeman shut the door and they went back downstairs. Start at the top. Thump, 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 thump. But as soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, ready?
Sing.
Mortimer sang, clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Well, downstairs, no one knew what to do. The mother got into a big fight with the policeman, and the father got into a big fight with the brothers and the sisters. And upstairs, Mortimer got so tired of waiting for somebody to come upstairs that he fell asleep. Can you go to sleep? Thank you for joining us today. We hope you had a good time.